Greetings and salutations everyone. Now, I was checking around for some interesting anime MMORPGs, and I know it's almost a futile effort at this point, but I'm still trying. Now, while I didn't necessarily find an anime MMORPG, I did manage to find an anime RPG from the company Gumi. Now, the game in question is called Alchemist Code, and it is for the mobile devices. Now, while this game may not be a traditional RPG in the sense that you can wander around an open landscape or travel through instanced areas, like Blade & Soul, instead it's a strategic RPG game with a heavy emphasis on the story element, as you play through a beautiful visual novel-esque game with fully voice-acted dialogue in Japanese. And boy, does the voice acting add a whole lot of emotional depth to the game that it wouldn't necessarily have had it not been voice acted. Then again, it also makes you feel like you're watching an anime. And before I get any further, I will point out that the opening is absolutely amazing and you guys should check out the full version. Moving on, Alchemist Code and its gameplay style is very reminiscent to the game series Fire Emblem, with its strategic turn-based grid combat. To elaborate more on the system, you can move your character around a move area, which is the blue area you see on the ground. Each character has their own specific move limit, melee characters typically having more movement than mages or healers, for example. Character skills can be leveled up and changed. You can even change the way your mage uses its skills and how it interacts with the enemies. For instance, you can lock onto them, or you can place the skill on the map, strategically. However, locking onto your opponent can turn out bad, especially if they decide to run into your allies, which could get your allies killed if you're not careful. Yeah, they can die from it. Yep, you heard right, there is friendly fire in this game. I learned that the hard way. I killed my cleric. My protagonist almost died too. But don't worry, she's fine. She's recovering in a hospital somewhere. I'm sure she's not gonna press charges. Anyway, the combat is heavily affected by your choice of characters. These characters can also equip gear, so if you are under-geared while continuing to play this game, you will have some issues, even if your choice of characters are on point. Then of course there's the fact that specific characters and classes are weak against specific elements, so there's so many different options that will affect the actual gameplay. And these are all the things you have to take into account when picking your characters. Nobody wants a full team of water characters. That just wouldn't be very beneficial. But I digress. What I wanted to talk about is how you would receive characters. One of the ways you can do this is by summoning them. You can summon them via summon tickets, or from the in-game currency. Once summoned, the characters that you can receive have varying star ratings. These ratings will affect how good each character actually is, all the way from a common character to an ultra rare character. And obviously, the higher ranked characters will have better stats by default. So if you are unlucky like me and never get anything good from RNG, and you get a bad ranked character from the roulette, you can still have hope, as you will be able to upgrade them whether they are higher ranked or not, and these upgrades can even affect your jobs. But I'm getting ahead of myself. If continuing with the main story isn't what interests you, even though Alchemist Code's got a deep, meaningful, well voice acted and generally awesome story and it's one of the main reasons you would actually play the game, you can still do other modes in it, such as multiplayer instances, tower rushes, special event maps, character quests, and like so much more. Your screen is absolutely covered with the amount of options you can choose between. So generally, while playing Alchemist Code, I couldn't help but relive my younger years playing through Fire Emblem, which is definitely one of the reasons I liked playing it so much. From the turn-based strategic combat to the story and cutscenes, it was a hell of a lot of fun playing this game. Now I do know that endgame content will definitely be affected by the RNG gacha system that this game incorporates. I believe that Alchemist Code gives you the ability to earn all the different types of in-game currencies necessary in order to be able to use this specific gacha system, and therefore not making this seem like a pay-to-win game that requires you to throw money at it. That being said, I did find Alchemist Code a lot of fun, and I would suggest it if you're interested in strategic games. So whilst at the end of the day, I didn't actually find any anime MMORPGs that I was originally searching for, I did manage to find a fun game in the meantime. But my mission to find an anime MMORPG is not over. I will continue to look. Either way, guys, thank you very much for watching, and as always, have a good day, night, or afternoon, wherever it is where you are, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.